The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Watch 57. Set the tone, defense.
Topper!
Check. Check one.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
Here we go. Switch.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Man, I got
Hey, Alpha.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Bring it.
Now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, Meredith. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double time. 3 down.
Ready.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey, wahoo.
We own them. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
He'll drop to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
We ain't giving up.
2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20, and he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 75 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Just like that.
6. Go.
Back to throw. Bowden. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
You got 3 down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 56. Mike
5.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Man, I got you.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
30 base. Hey, Sam off.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 30. A CD, congratulations are in order because he just passed Barry Sanders and moved into 3rd place all-time on the NFL rushing list.
And just think of what that gives him in terms of cachet, in terms of respect, because many people think Barry Sanders is the greatest running back that's ever played. Now, on the all-time rushing list, 3rd, ahead of him now, how about this? Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith.
That's pretty good company, folks. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Bowden. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay one day.
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set. 60 or. You're out. Check 99. Check 99. Go.
They'll run on first down. Walker trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check 3. Get.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
High 7.
Go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of it.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. If you hit them, they go through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? 8, read. Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Record. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous. Bravo. Begin to turn.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
On the set.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready?
2nd and long. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Right here.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
That's me, boy. Single. Single in the slot.
Check Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw here. Well, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Leo!
Off play action. Bowden going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Throwing again. Bowden. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before break. Bowden. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
It's 3rd and 16.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
56, Mike, 56.
Ready? They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
61, matchbox light.
On first down, it's Walker, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready, ready. 60 or. Look at me. Door. Fight.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers.
Come on,
now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Running right, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go out. Protein spill. Go.
On 1st and 10, Bowden. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, Bowden. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the ball was knocked out. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
3 down, 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, wahoo!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Down. 8, read. Bam.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They run again with Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Bowden. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Pin the mirrors back and go look, squeeze. Check 6 guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
Hey, switch gears.
Ready?
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down past the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Rock it. 30 base. He's going.
They'll keep it on the ground. Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Rip right. Check 15, check 15. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And his kick is indeed good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, watch this.
Man. Crunch.
They'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And this one is right through. And that will will make the lead now 26. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different